So this will just be a quick video on the loadout of a German MG34 team during the Second World War. I've put what they typically carried on top of their standard field gear, so I don't have all the other field gear items here like their gas mask cans and bread bags and all other stuff, but just what they would have carried for the MG. And there are some variances in this depending on the mission. Sometimes the gunner, the team may carry other stuff as well. This is just kind of what you would typically see them carry. So starting with the MG34 itself, this particular one is an original parts kit with a semi-automatic receiver that was built by T&W out of Oregon. So it's a semi-automatic closed bolt rifle, but the original fired about 800 rounds per minute. Moving on to the gunner, you can see this is some of the kit they carried. You have the toolkit pouch, it's that black pouch there, as well as a mitt there for handling the hot barrel. Sometimes they would carry leather gloves as well. Just kind of helps with handling the machine gun, but again, it really just depended. It probably would have been something they would have to purchase themselves. Then you see the Luger there, as well as a Luger holster. The gunner typically carried a pistol as like a backup weapon. And then you have the various tools here that would have gone into that pouch. So I don't have the AA sight, it's like a spider sight, but I do have some other tools here. I have up top is the stuck case extractor. Below that's the ruptured case extractor. I have a spanner wrench for the Lafayette mount. Next to that I have a chamber cleaner. It's basically like a little tool that usually was field made to clean out the chamber with a patch. To the right of that is a tool to help remove the extractor. And then a little box there is just kind of little spare parts, pins, springs, stuff like that. I put some Gefreiter rank, typically because the gunner would be one of the most experienced soldiers in the group. And that's really due to the nature of the position. The gunner had to be able to handle the situation of being a gunner, be able to listen to commands, and be trusted and relied upon by the rest of the squad to have enough experience for that role. So it could have different ranks, but typically that's kind of one of the ranks you would see most commonly. Moving on to the assistant gunner. You can see the assistant gunner has these two baskets as well as a can here. I picked this Czech can because the Germans did capture a lot of Czech ammo cans and repurpose them for use in their own military just to save on resources. And you see it has a P38 pistol with a holster there. Typically carried a pistol because their sole purpose was really just to feed the machine gun, so it'd be a bit ungainly to carry a rifle. Moving on to the ammo carrier, you can see he would carry a spare barrel. You can see I have a spare barrel carrier there as well as a spare barrel. I have two barrel carriers. Sometimes you'd see him carrying two, in which case the assistant gunner would probably carry the other one, sometimes the gunner. And you see I have them painted different colors. One is more of like a Panzergrau and the other one is like more of an ordnance tan. The ammo carrier would also carry two ammo cans. So you have two different types here. You have the later war type on the left there. That was developed around 1941. And then the ammo carrier typically would carry a K98, sometimes no weapon at all, just depending on the situation. And you can see I put a Obergrenadier pip there at the bottom of the ammo carrier, because typically he'd be experienced, because he would have to be able to take over for the gunner if the gunner was knocked out. But they really could be any rank as well. Now all three positions are pretty important because you needed a gunner to be able to operate the gun. You had to have an assistant gunner to assist them with loading belts, changing out the belts, and addressing any malfunctions. And then the ammunition carrier would have to follow them around carrying ammunition, assisting with changing out barrels, as well as picking up anything that may have been left behind as they rapidly displace. The assistant gunner and the ammo carrier would also help spot targets for the machine gunner, drawing their attention to any targets that he might not see and have to engage. They would also typically have a couple of hand grenades at the ready in any kind of machine gun nest. In case any enemy did get close, they could engage them with the hand grenades pretty rapidly. So the German machine gun team was pretty well equipped, and each member of a team had a pretty important focus, with one being the gunner, another one supporting the gunner directly, and the other providing ammunition and spare barrels. The barrels were supposed to be changed out every 150 rounds or every 3 belts, but obviously that could vary sometimes based on rate of fire and the situation that they're in. So this is just a quick video on the loadout of a MG34 team. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about this, feel free to drop it in the comments. If you'd like to see more videos like this, feel free to comment that as well. I may do one for the entire German squad, as well as some other loadouts for other countries as well. If you haven't seen the video of me taking this 34 to the range, I'll put that in the description below. If you'd like to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe and sign up for alerts. And as always, thank you for watching.